Well, hello, dear ones, wherever you are. The Lord bless you today, big time. A couple of words have been going through my mind the last couple of weeks. Just two words. Jesus stopped. They come from Luke 18 and verse 35. And I very first heard a testimony given around these words by my great and wonderful colleague, Stephen Lungu. And he was sharing how he felt when he was in such desperate need in his earlier years that Jesus had stopped by him. He was into crime. He was into just everything. Bomb-throwing rebel and terrorist in old Rhodesia. But one day, Jesus stopped. That's what Stephen felt. In his desperate, desperate, desperate need. And I think I can say that in October 23rd, 1955, at university in England, I was a very lost but searching young student. And Jesus stopped by me, by little old Michael. As I said, this comes from Luke's Gospel, and it's talking about the blind man who was crying out when he heard that Jesus was coming by. And it says the people said, no, be quiet, you must stop all this nonsense and calling out like this. And then Luke writes, and Jesus stopped and said, don't hold him back, bring him to me. Jesus had heard the cry, in fact. He stopped. He's heard your cry today, beloved one. And he stopped for you today. And he said to him, what do you want? What do you want? And when he stops by any of us, I think that's what he's saying today. What do you want? Speak to me, tell me, pray to me, call on me, cry to me. What do you want? And he said, oh, that I may receive my sight. And Jesus said to him, receive your sight. Your faith has made you well. Incredible. Faith is so important. And I want to say to you today, wherever you are, whatever your need, whether you're up or down, depressed and sad, or even happy and rejoicing, or maybe just stumbling along your daily path in a rather routine way. But you do still have terrific needs, fears, anxieties, COVID-19. What's it all going to bring? What could it bring to us? What it could bring to me, to my family? Just want to tell you, Jesus has stopped by you. And when he stops, I think there are three things he does. He stops to look, he stops to listen, and he stops to love. He stops to look. He looks at you. He looks at me. He looks at the needy person. You know, in end of Exodus chapter 2, it says that when the children of Israel were crying out to him, and it says, he saw their condition. And he heard their cry. He knew and understood it. Just look at the end of Exodus 2, beginning of 3. He stopped to look. And he looks at you today to see who you are, where you are, what you're up to, what you're feeling, what you're going through. He not only stops to look, he stops to listen. He said to the blind man, what do you want? Beloved, he says to you now, what do you want? What do you want? What can I do for you? What do you want? So he having stopped to look, he now listens, and he listens to your prayers. Hears your prayers. Children of Israel, it says, he heard their cry. And then you know what? He stops to love and to show love. And he's stopping by you today to love you and to show you love and to answer you in love. So let him love you as you call out to him, as you cry to him, as you let your needs be known. He loves you, and he wants to minister to you in love. He has come to you, dear one, today, and he has stopped by you. Jesus stopped, and he stopped by you to look at you where you are, to listen to your cry, and to answer you in love. Believe it. God bless you.